Welcome to The Explainer. Picture this. It's today, June 18th, 2026. You finally got the whole family together, the popcorn's ready, you fire up the smart TV, and instead of that magical castle logo, you are staring dead at a spinning wheel of doom. Yeah, you're absolutely not alone. Right now, millions of frustrated subscribers all over the globe are completely locked out, just scrambling to figure out what ruined their evening. To give you a real sense of the immediate scale of this crash, take a look at this number right here. 52,000. That is the peak number of real-time problem reports that just hit Down Detector a few hours ago. And look, remember, that number only represents the folks who are actually frustrated enough to go out of their way and log a complaint. It's literally just the tip of the iceberg. The actual number of people sitting in their living rooms right now, angrily clicking their remotes, it's undoubtedly way, way higher. So, hey, if you're feeling that frustration right now, the data completely validates you. This is a massive, widespread issue.
And we're not just talking about a simple, slightly slow loading screen here. Users everywhere, from the US to the UK, Sweden to the Philippines, are running into these very specific, super cryptic error codes that are just locking them out entirely. We're talking a massive flood of error code 1026, error code 9, and error code 83. Some folks are seeing the logo just freeze up completely, while others are actually getting kicked out right in the middle of a scene. The Disney Plus Help Center pages for these exact codes, they are practically melting down with traffic as we speak. But people are finding absolutely zero immediate answers.
Okay, let's dive into this. Because behind all this hard data and these weird error codes is the very real, very annoying human emotion of a totally ruined night. Just check out this quote from a super desperate user over on Reddit who is trying literally everything to fix it. They wrote, "Tried uninstalling and reinstalling the app, cleared cache, restarted the device, the whole ritual. Nothing worked." Man, it perfectly captures that completely helpless feeling, right? When the tech we just expect to work every single day suddenly goes belly up, especially when you planned your entire night around finally catching up on a show.
But, the internet always finds a way to cope, right? And usually it's going to be through humor. Just a quick glance at the community forums shows how folks are trying to deal with this sudden global blackout. I mean, when one user asked if the app was just frozen or if they were actually trying to watch the movie Frozen 2, someone else simply fired back with, "Too fast, too frozen." Honestly, it's a pretty hilarious and totally relatable little coping mechanism. It really highlights how shared these digital experiences and these digital failures truly are all over the world. Which naturally brings us to a massive question. How does a company this huge just go dark? Section 1, the origin story, the billion-dollar tech engine.
So you might actually think Disney's streaming engine was built on, fairy dust and magic, but it was actually built on baseball. Seriously, back in 2015, a company called BAMTech spun out of Major League Baseball's digital arm. They were absolute pioneers in live video on demand. And Disney, well, they saw the power there immediately. By 2017, they grabbed a 75% controlling stake for a cool $1.58 billion. They later renamed it Disney Streaming in 2021 and just bought out the rest of it a year later. So this incredibly robust billion-dollar sports architecture, that is the exact foundation that just crashed today.
And this brilliantly illustrates exactly why that infrastructure is under so much intense pressure. 234.6 million. That's not just a big number. That is the staggering combined subscriber count across Disney's entire streaming empire. We're talking Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus all rolled up, at least as of August 2022. Every single one of those users trying to access content at the exact same time all over the globe relies on that specific underlying BAMTech architecture. When you are operating at a scale that literally surpassed even Netflix's subscriber count at the time, any tiny technical hiccup is going to send massive shockwaves everywhere. So why are people frantically hitting refresh instead of just jumping ship to another app for the night? Let's look at Section 2, Disney Plus versus Netflix, the streaming war. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is when you look closely at this side-by-side data, you start to see some very distinct pricing and quality strategies. Sure, Netflix has a cheaper ad-supported entry point, but look at the premium tier. Netflix is charging $24.99, and they actually gate their 4K access behind that premium price tag. Disney, on the other hand, gives you 4K quality across all its tiers. Yep, even the ad-supported one. So if video quality is a big deal to you, Disney is offering some seriously significant value for less money. And honestly, the advantages don't just stop at picture quality. Let's talk about something incredibly practical, offline downloads. If you're a family gearing up for a long road trip or maybe a cross-country flight without any Wi-Fi, Disney offers a really tangible, purely mathematical advantage in device flexibility.
Their premium plan actually lets you download shows and movies on up to 10 different devices at the same time. Meanwhile, Netflix's premium plan, which, remember, costs $6 more every single month, caps your downloads at just 6 devices. For a busy household juggling phones, tablets, laptops, the whole shebang, those 4 extra devices on Disney are an absolute game changer.
Let's move to and see how this builds into their final ecosystem advantage. Section 3. Bundles, Downloads, and Exclusives.
So while Netflix mostly operates as its own standalone service, Disney leans heavy into a massive bundling strategy. It creates this totally interconnected, high-value ecosystem that their competitors just really can't match right now. Think about it. You aren't just getting Disney+. You can bundle it up with Hulu for all your general entertainment. You can tag on ESPN+, and that unlocks an astonishing 47,000+ live sports events, NFL, NBA, NHL, you name it. And they've even rolled out a mega bundle with Max now, pulling in HBO originals and Warner Brothers content. It literally transforms one single subscription into a total household utility.
So the crucial point is this. Beyond all the tech and the bundles, it really just comes down to what you actually want to watch. Netflix definitely has the volume, but Disney owns the cultural zeitgeist. They are the exclusive, definitive home for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the entire Star Wars saga, every single Pixar film, stunning National Geographic docs, and the whole legendary vault of classic Disney animation. For millions of families out there, especially if you've got kids in the house, these exclusive franchises make the platform not just some nice-to-have luxury, but an absolute necessity. You quite literally cannot legally stream this stuff anywhere else.
Plus, they don't just host the content, they totally elevate how you experience it. Take this IMAX Enhanced feature, for example. For select Marvel films, Disney Plus gives you up to a 26% expanded aspect ratio. That means you are physically seeing more of the original image right on your screen, exactly the way the directors intended it to be seen in a theater. And if you've got the right hardware, it even pumps out immersive IMAX sound. But the best part? It's included right there in your subscription at absolutely no extra cost. It is literally a theatrical-grade visual format just sitting right there in your living room.
Which really just brings us back to our final thought for the day. We've walked through those incredible baseball tech origins, the undeniable pricing and quality perks over Netflix, the massive bundles, and those totally unbeatable exclusive franchises. But right now, tonight, for thousands upon thousands of folks globally, none of that actually matters because their screen is just totally stuck on error 1026. So I'm going to leave you with this question to chew on while you wait for those servers to finally come back to life. Is the unmatched value, the superior features, and the wildly exclusive content of Disney Plus enough to make you just forgive a completely catastrophic and frustrating global outage? Think about it. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and we will catch you next time.